Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. I want to give you an important update on Pennsylvania pigeon shoots. As many of our supporters know, this is a founding issue for Shark, going back more than 30 years. The good news is that Shark has knocked pigeon shoots out in Illinois, Oklahoma, Maryland, and Alabama. In Pennsylvania, we've knocked out a number of shoot sites, but there's still more to do. At the end of 2017, Shark had Pennsylvania's pigeon shooters on the ropes. We had added new drones to our operation, and these drones carried cameras with incredible zoom capabilities. The resulting close-up footage showed live wounded birds tossed into barrels and buried alive. We documented birds tortured for kicks, and we saw the faces of the torturers. This graphic footage scared the crap out of the pigeon shoot cowards. The Pennsylvania Flyers Association, the main pigeon shoot organization, shut down its schedule. The Philadelphia Gun Club, a separate group of animal serial killers, ended its schedule of Saturday shoots, which they had maintained for decades. Both groups went on to create new schedules, and they kept those schedules a top secret. The Philadelphia Gun Club switched from Saturdays to weekdays to elude us. But significant damage was done, and attendance at all shoots was way down. Not only did we know this from being at shoot sites, but we knew it from court documents. The Philadelphia Gun Club has been filing frivolous lawsuits against Shark for years in a failed attempt to stop us. In depositions coming out of those lawsuits, they admitted that our efforts had decimated their attendance and that some shoots were canceled. One Philadelphia Gun Club member was asked, "How do you determine that membership is too low to hold a shoot?" His answer was, "When you have more help than you have shooters." Our presence matters. Our cameras matter the most. These sick, twisted killers love their slaughters, but they know that real people are repulsed by their depravity. So, like pedophiles, they try to hide. It falls to us to not allow them to hide. While we were very pleased about dealing a major setback to the pigeon shooters, we knew the issue wasn't over, and we warned everyone about this. With the pigeon shooters recreating their schedule in complete secrecy, Shark, which is located some 800 miles away from the shoot sites, was left blind. What we need is information about any pigeon shoots that occur. For the past couple years, it's been very difficult to find these events. However, one of our Angel drones caught a pigeon shoot at the infamous Philadelphia Gun Club on Friday, January 3, and again on Friday, January 17, 2020. The thing that concerns me the most about these two events is that the attendance is again rising. The psychopaths are returning. Again, we predicted this would happen if pressure was not maintained. Pigeon shooting is a social disease. If it is not eradicated completely and absolutely, it comes back, like a cancer, and it returns in an even more destructive form. Once the shooters had gone underground in 2017, we needed people in Pennsylvania to scout known pigeon shoot sites and inform us about what was going on. We specifically called upon the Federated Humane Societies of Pennsylvania and the Humane Society of the United States to do this. This wasn't a big ask, but they refused even this minimal amount of work to save pigeons. Not a single person from a single one of these organizations would lift a finger. The Federation and HSUS will claim that they're working to pass legislation banning pigeon shoots. This is a diversion tactic, as these very same people signed on to and promoted recent legislation that actually gives a measure of legal cover for pigeon shooters. These organizations sold the pigeons out. For more than 30 years, these groups have raised untold millions of dollars on the false hope that they were about to pass a bill banning shoots, yet they fail every time. They will continue to fail every year because they lack the commitment to do what is needed. Banning the slaughters will require real activism, protests, exposure of the animal abusers. Educating the public, since most people in Pennsylvania don't even realize that pigeon shoots still exist. That can change with billboards and television spots about the issue, not merely soliciting for donations. Pennsylvania's humane organizations and HSUS are hoarding hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, but instead of spending that money on real work to save pigeons, they instead lavish themselves with extravagant salaries and fringe benefits. War profiteers get rich off of armed conflict. These groups are cruelty profiteers who get rich off the suffering of animals. These groups have the resources to do what's needed, but they won't move unless their supporters demand change. To this end, I'm again asking supporters of HSUS and the Pennsylvania Federated Humane Societies to step up. Why in God's name are you supporting them? Giving money to organizations who adamantly refuse to deal with the most egregious abuse in the state only encourages further inaction. There was a time when we could fully blame the cowardly pigeon shooters for their depravity. But today, our side has the resources to make it stop, and the cold hard truth is that our side simply refuses to do what needs to be done to make it end. Like a doctor who refuses to administer life-saving medicine to a patient in need, these organizations refuse to save the pigeons. Shame on the killers, and shame on those who choose not to administer the cure. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video. You can subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations, and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. To support Shark directly and gain access to exclusive content, consider sponsoring us on Patreon.